Chapter 4. Working with Forms and Reports. Tables, queries, forms and reports are the four objects that make up an Access database. These database objects work together to allow you to enter, save, analyze and compile data in any way you wish. In this chapter, we will learn how to work with forms and reports. Understanding forms. Most of us have either filled out a form or seen someone else do so. Individuals and organizations can use forms to obtain specific information about a person, event or thing. When we apply to a school or when someone applies for a job, for example, we are always requested to fill out a form. A form is a tool that is used to collect data in a logical order. Whoever creates the form often includes all the necessary fields for data collection. Forms guarantee that the correct data is stored in the table. Chapter 4. What is a database form? A form is a type of a database object that is primarily used to enter or display data in a database. Most forms are bound to one or more tables and queries in the database. Forms are used for entering, modifying, and viewing records. When you enter information into a form in Access, the data goes exactly where the database designer wants it to go, that is, in one or more related tables. Below is a sample Access form. Forms make it easy to enter data. Working with large tables can be complex, and when you have connected tables, you may need to enter data into more than one at a time. Forms, on the other hand, allow you to enter data into all the linked tables at once, all from one location. Database designers can even place limits on particular form components to guarantee that all required data is entered correctly. Overall, forms aid in the consistency and organization of data, which is critical for a reliable and powerful database. Let us learn to create forms using Form Wizard. What is creating forms using Form Wizard? The Form Wizard allows you to create a form for a database table through a few simple steps. To create a form based on a single table using the Form Wizard, follow these 9 steps. Step 1. On the Create tab in the Forms group, click Form Wizard. Step 2. From the Tables or Queries drop-down list, select the table or query to base the form on. The fields for the selected table load in the Available Fields list box. Step 3. Move the fields that you wish to include in the form from the Available Fields list box to the Selected Fields list box. To do so, double-click a field name or highlight the field name and click More Than button. To move all fields at once, click More Than button twice. Steps 4. Click the Next button. Step 5. Select the layout for the form. Your options are columnar, tabular, datasheet, and justify. Tip: select each of the options to see a preview of the form layout before you make a final selection. Step 6. Click the Next button. Step 7. In the next step, enter a title for the form. Step 8. Select an option for the view you want to open the form in. Your options are Open the form to view or enter information, Opens in Form View, Modify the form's design, Opens in Design View. Step 9. Click the Finish button. The form loads in the view you selected. Now that the form has been created, it can be used to enter data. The form will get listed in the navigation pane among the database objects. Use the record navigation buttons. You can navigate between records in a form by using the navigation buttons. Navigation buttons available on the form is navigation bar, which is explained below. Arrow buttons. Click to conveniently navigate to the first, previous, next or last record. New or blank record. Click to add a record. Current record. Type a record number and then press enter to navigate to that record. The record number is counted sequentially from the beginning of the form or data sheet. It does not correspond to any field value. Filter. The filter indicator button shows whether a filter has been applied. Click to remove or reapply the filter. Search. Enter text in the search box. The first matching value is highlighted in real time as you enter each character. Use the closing the form. You can close the created database form or any other form that is open on your screen by clicking on the Close button situated on its title bar. Don't forget to save the changes made to a form before closing it. Closing the form. Opening the form. To open an existing form, Step 1. Locate the form object in the navigation pane of your database. Step 2. Double-click the desired form or right-click on the object and choose Open. The form will open up in the right pane displaying a record from the linked table. Opening the form. To open an existing form, Step 1. Locate the form. Opening the form. To open an existing form, Step 1. Adding a record through a form. To add a new record to a table using a form, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Open the form in Form View. Step 2. Navigate to a new record, either by using the New Record navigation button or by using the New command in the Records group on the ribbon. Step 3. Add the new data by clicking in different field. Move from one field to another by clicking in that field or using the Tab key. Step 4. Save the record by closing any of the navigation buttons. You will observe that the total number of records will have changed. Adding a record. Creating reports. A report is an effective way to organize and summarize the data for viewing or printing. In Access, we can create reports that are simple yet presentable. Creating reports in Access is similar to creating forms. It is almost always easier to create and modify a report created by the report wizard than it is to create one from scratch. So, let us now create a report using the report wizard. Step 1. Click the Create tab on the ribbon. Step 2. In the Reports groups, click the Report Wizard button. The Report Wizard will appear. Here, you need to specify the table or query that you want to use for your report. Step 3. Click the Tables or Queries List arrow and select the table or query you want to use to create your report. Step 4. Double-click the fields that you want should appear on the report to shift them from Available Fields section to Selected Fields section. Then, click the Next button to go to the next step of the report wizard. Step 5. Double-click any fields you want to group in the order you want to group them. Click the Next button. Step 6. Select the fields you want to use to sort your report and click Next. You can click the button to the right of each list to toggle between ascending and descending sort orders. Now, you need to specify your report's layout and orientation. Step 7. Select a layout option and an orientation option for the report. Then click on Next. Step 8. Give your report a name and then click on Finish. The report wizard creates the new report and displays it on the screen. Creating report. Saving a report. Follow the steps given below to save a report. Step 1. To save a report, click on the Save button in the Quick Access toolbar or press Ctrl+S. Step 2. The Save As dialog box will appear. Type the desired name in the Report Name text field and click on OK. Saving a report. Sum up. Forms ensure that the right kind of data is stored in the table in the right format. Forms can be easily created with the help of the Form Wizard option in the Create tab. Form is an interactive database object that allows us to display and modify data from one or more linked tables. Record Navigation button lets you navigate through all the records stored in the database table. A report is an effective way to organize and summarize the data for viewing or printing. Reports can be easily created using the Report Wizard. Sum up.